don't. Please, I beg you. I know they sit up. Actually, this is a cry for help. I know they sit up. So someone should guide me because he's a good boy, but God. Kafi. Stop it. Stop playing football in the hall. Then he will stop for 5 minutes. Then he goes back. And I'm like, yo, if you try, I will send you to military school. Then you hear me screaming. The neighbors have heard it and they got their tired.
Play the ball and play my heels and play bottles. Anything playable.
Oh, he's played bowling in the dining area before. Jesus Christ.
It's a boy something. You can't really control something like.
I can't control.
No, they can control, but it's not everything. We just want to feel happy and just do stuff.
That's why some parents will take their kids to the
and then it's bad, trust me. Like at a younger age and all those things, trust me. You mentally he will become, because you won't have access to him that much. Even me in uni, in SHS, right? There are some things I nearly started doing.
Like what?
Like
interesting
bad stuff, like having
name them.
Like smoking?
Yes.
Like drinking?
Yes, those kind of things.
Chasing
like,
after girls.
You get
That's a common for boys in high school. Am I lying?
No, not
common.
Not
for
common.
Everybody.
You get it?
Yeah.
It takes some association for you to start doing that.
Okay, some association.
Yeah.
So,
I'm learning. I got to learn because.
And you see, at a younger age, you learn some things you see in school. Because when I was in JHS, we used to learn Facebook. People go to the cafe and all those things like in JHS. That's what we were doing.
Hold up. When you were in school, Facebook was like.
Yeah, in JHS, yes.
JHS, the boys will run to game center.
Yes.
And the headmaster will go in.
Chase. You get it. So like there are some things that you have to, like your child is supposed to be by you and you check the child. You don't just take the child out because in boarding school you learn a lot of things. You meet different kind of people.
What we are not getting right here is primary and then JHS boarding houses are not like SHS boarding houses.
Sure.
Okay. Wait, hold on. But did you go to boarding house in JHS and SHS?
We wanted a boarding house because we knew what we wanted to do to the girls. That's why we wanted it. Trust me.
Holy Ghost fire.
It's true. That's what we wanted. We wanted more access to the girls and all those things. Because then at that age, our hormones and all those things was high. Yes.
Oh God, have mercy.
Our hormones and things were high, so we wanted the girls to come around, and it's just new.
Write my notes for me, kind of.
Share the play.
I love you. I love you.
Wait.
Too. Wow. Then, hey, also in Tempa. Wow.
Wow.
You pass short.
Yeah, sure.
No, but I'm grateful. I can get it. But
what at all can you do to a girl at that age? Just press, hold, kiss, and that's it.
Do you know there are some girls that they are. So like the school I went to, right? The school in which I went to in a school in Odoko.
Oh.
So imagine the girls around and all those things. No, I'll tell you later.
Wait, hold on.
So like in Odoko.
But was it a boarding house? It wasn't.
It wasn't.
It was a day school.
Yes, but we wanted them to bring that kind of boarding house stuff to the school. So we were fighting for it. Like we the JHS, we were fighting for it. Like we wanted a boarding this thing. Like they had the facilities for a boarding school.
God.
They just knew that this is what we wanted, and it was true because our staff were high and all those things. We wanted
your staff, Kenny, your libido at that age. Well, yeah, it's true. You're now discovering yourself, and then you don't really understand what is happening. You just feel like you have sensations, right?
No, but then you were a bad boy.
Oh no, I wasn't
Ella,
a bad boy.
As a mother with kids, would you send your kids to a primary school? Like because
not,
they're in the primary section, right?
Not primary, but then if JHS is considerable, like with JHS. No, I'm saying JHS because the Bible says the fear of God is the beginning of wisdom. And JHS, no, let me land.
I'm listening.
So why is Fly doing this?
Land.
JHS, the kid will probably be around 11, 12, thereabouts in JHS.
Oh, that's dangerous.
No, 11, 12, thereabouts. You have, is the upbringing.
Yeah.
I know there are kids in Lebeke, like a child that is as young as 7.
Yeah.
And then the mother goes to the markets at 4 a.m., comes back late midnight. She takes care of herself.
How?
And everybody is worried. So when the mom is going, they have rice and everything. She can prepare rice.
Well, it depends on the home.
So I am saying that is the upbringing. Kids learn what they see,
actually.
Not just from us, but from their surrounding, and it depends on how you bring up that child. So from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 up to 10, 11, 12, probably if it's a girl, she started menstruating because I started as early as 10. So as a 10, you should be able to tell her, groom her, for her to know that, now when you have the fear of God, me, I always say this, and I'll say this. It's not my mommy's strictness that made all of us disciplined. It is the fear of God that we had. Because that's for my mom alone. My mom will restrict you. And when she's not home, you see your friends going here, going there, you would want to go, but then you'd be like, of what essence is it to you?
Yeah.
Me, when I went to SHS, I was 12 years when I went to SHS.
JHS
or 13.
30.
Yes, I was 13. So I went to SHS 1 and I turned 14.
No way. I see. No way.
So then I was on my own. So equally as I can be in the boarding house at 12, 13, 14, I'm in SHS.
Okay. But the thing is, back then, my time and your time is quite different. Back then, certain things that people are exposed to right now, we weren't exposed to it. We didn't have. It was, I think, a second SHS that we had, a few people would hide their phones. And even that one, they weren't as sophisticated as what we have these days. And we didn't do anything up with it apart from call our parents or, some
receive
people...
money.
When...
Because the phone cards weren't working that much.
Yeah, so...
Your time.
Your time. Oh.
There was no Momo or nothing. But I'm not that old, though. But yeah, you get it. But yeah, whatever, though. Age is just a number, though. But the thing is... all we could think about was probably call a boyfriend or call your parents for money and tell them to come visit you because you're running out of food and stuff. But, to the extent where there wasn't social media. So the extent where people would do TikTok videos and stuff like that, there wasn't something like that. So comparing back then and now, I wouldn't send my kids are in a Cambridge school. Yeah. So they wouldn't have to do. There are some schools that do the boarding house system and stuff like that, but I don't think that I will let them go. My daughter is 10.
Yeah, she's
her own person. I like the way she is. If you care to know, yes, I'm a very crazy, strict mother. Yes, I have times that I'm cool and we are goofing around and everything. Oh, but she can do certain things. Like, when I'm in the kitchen, she dares not hide in her room. Oh, no. Darby, that kind of God teaching that the moment your mother enters, you have to enter the kitchen and also work. She was telling someone that Mommy likes to call me. I said, Shay. My mother was doing the same thing to me. The remote will be lying there. She tells her to come and pick it for her.
When you finish, you eat your sleep.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't think she's at that age where I can decide that, okay, probably I'll send her to a boarding house. I don't think she's ready for it, even though she's in the primary area. Yeah. She's getting into her teens. She's in grade 5. She's going...
No, grade 5 is too early.
Grade 5 is too early to go to a boarding house for me. My son is in grade 4. I don't think
too early.
It's too early. And then I think for emotional growth and understanding and know your parents, this is a time that, kids are watching you, understanding things. So probably if JHS... Even that's one safe. As the hormones are high,
Yep.
Like the way Ni's hormones were high. I want to keep an eye on my son before he goes to mess up.
Wait. Now I'm coming. You said something about God fearing, that if you put the God fearing in the child,
the God fearing
trust me.
I hope my mother is not listening. That woman will teach you. You will do fasting and prayer and everything. But Kiniko, we were still
in my house. Listen, in my house, right? Growing up, everybody in the house was. So my dad is a local preacher.
No, you were still Odeshina, but you didn't go the extreme.
Sure. Listen, let me tell you.
Nah. Don't let me dirty myself. No.
Nah, let me see.
And you want to advise me?
No, wait, hold on. See, ask Kumi, Ernesto and I will say, we didn't practice it, but we'll tell you that it didn't go well. You understand me? But the truth is, you see, I try to be a little, not to be too strict as a parent. You get me? Mm-hmm. Yes. So I have my ways and my kids. There's nothing that we don't talk about.
There is a saying that if a child will go wayward, no matter what you do to that child, no matter how you instilled
no.
discipline.
Can I say? Wait, let me say this. Oh God, I'm gonna get myself into trouble. Jesus, Edna, I love you so much. Don't come on. You know, my mom was very strict.
Yeah.
To the point that, like, when she goes, she's a businesswoman. When she's coming back
home
from
you
town,
are running.
No, when she's coming back from
clear
town,
things.
somebody would tell you that Charlie, mommy, a junction,
Mbaye.
mommy, Mbaye. See,
you.
No, the thing we say, the other kids were playing outside, but you see, the school where they go to the homework shout, you bunch. Yeah. So we they do quick, make we finish the homework, then we can go outside and play. Yeah. The moment you go outside and play, no, and Magboos they come. So you for just everybody scatter, go back inside. You understand me? Yeah. So it made it a little strict. There were certain things that you wanted to, even though you wanted to explore, you're still careful because Charlie, you know where you're coming from.
Yeah. That is what I'm talking about.
But still, we still Odeshi. When I born in was still a crowd of it. Because I'm not that much of a saint. Yeah. Oh no, you know.
But then that's fear.
I'm coming. Now I want to say something.
Probably age 15.
Hello.
Post your mind.
Now let me say this. So in my house, right, it's full of pastors and all those things.
Please don't go there. Those people.
Let me no.
Wait, hold on. Wait, on that case, wait. There's pastors in your house.
You don't need
to
say.
Let me finish. No.
Ella, wait, let him finish. Ella, let him finish.
No, listen.
I have a question to ask.
My dad is a local preacher. My uncle is very right. My two uncles. My granddad was the overseer of the Methodist thing, right? Listen, we were brought up. Now listen, we were brought up in God's way, all right. But in the world, you can't be like because I know the word of God, so I'm going to go about it. In school, I was still doing bad stuff in school, but in my mind, I know I'm a child of God. That's now we see you do something, but back of your mind, you know
that what you're doing is wrong.
But you still have to do it and survive.
Why you have to do it and survive?
Recently, I'm coming. Recently, my auntie was like, she thanked God that everybody in the house are not fraud boys. You don't bring big cars and all those things. Because she was saying it because she was like, because of how we were brought up in the house. And I told her that it's not because of how we brought us in the Apple. That some things we feel like it's not right, so we don't want to go down.
But it's still the upbringing.
It's
still the upbringing.
It's not because of what you've told.
No. Kini, wait. Ni. Wait, everybody. The two of you calm down. Ni. That thing your subconscious telling you that it's not worth it. No, please, it was your mother shouting.
Oh no, not my mother is this thing. I feel guilty about it.
No, it's the fear of God.
It's a fear of God.
You grew up knowing God. You grew up as a Christian.
I can choose to do sacrament and not do fraud.
You were brought up as a
fraud. I don't have time to be typing and getting up.
This way. He just doesn't want to agree that.
You know there are kids that don't go to the boarding school, but they are worse off than those in the boarding school. Yeah. The only problem that I have is, some of these rich kids, they just abandon their kids there and say, oh, until vacation, anything you need will be given to you. The teachers are trying their best. We are not saying this to tarnish any school's image, because people would love if everybody has the means and the teachers are doing so well. Why not? I get to see my kid like Friday, you come home, I give you the training that you deserve from a mother, or you should get from your parents. But then the only problem is, because some of these rich people abandon their kids. So like your daughter will wear croppies, but then she knows to what extent. No. There are some outfit that she'll tell you, Mommy, I want to wear this with a kimono on top. No, you always, you can wear decent croppies. There are decent croppies.
Have you met
like a crop top and then a high waist skirt, not revealing any part of her skin. It's not. But then there are kids.
Wait, hold on. Not that I won't make her wear it. She's her own person. She doesn't like makeup. At the age of 10, she'd rather do those, manicure, pedicure. Yeah. She doesn't want to paint her nails. She'd rather do it and do lights. She doesn't like makeup. Yeah. Lip gloss. She likes the clear one.
Have you seen the kids that come for kids?
Yeah.
A child of 15 years is driving
I've seen them,
Yeah, a 4x4.
She's on driving
a CRV. Yeah, she comes here
one
with
of them, she's
and then her
slim
friends,
one.
And I don't know, but there's no need for us to describe her. Her friends hop on because of the upbringing, and then they speed from junction to junction, from the traffic light to the end. When you come here on weekends, that's what they do for fun. And when you look at some of their outfits, you know that, so if imagine you throw your kid to this boarding house, she's seeing her fellow friends do that on vacation. When she goes back to the school, she wants to associate with them.
Mm-hmm.
And then if there is no fear of God, Bobby anyway at school, let me add the guy. You don't give her such clothes to put on. You cut your coat according to your size. But then she would have she's seeing a friend wear croppies because my daddy is rich. Anything I want, I have, and I'm using an iPhone 15 Pro Max. A kid of 10 years is having an iPhone 15.
Oh.
Yeah.
But you see, what I'm hearing is the fact that, yes, the boarding schools might be good and everything, but you still need a parent's hand in it.
Yeah.
Because for me, I believe that the school and the parent is a collaboration, a collabo. You understand? So they go and get the book smart, get book smarts.
Yeah.
From school, and then they come home and they pick up the street smartness, because you have to teach them basic things. At school, is a collaboration between the two. So you come home, I teach you the basic things: how to clean your room, how to lay your bed. I get some knowledge from what you're learning from school.
Now they even teach how to lay beds and stuff.
Yeah, no, but for me, it's a different situation. You learn how to sweep. You have chores. We have a chore timetable. You do this and that and that. Taking them to boarding school at an early age for me is problematic, because they're supposed to bond with you as a mother or a father, have a relationship with you. When I went to secondary school, I realized that not made mama back a cry. Yeah. So and you didn't know how to come into it.
Yeah.
Do you understand me? There's some things I already knew how to do, but when I got to the boarding house, it became more, pertinent that I had to learn it. I had to wash my own stuff by myself. On the weekends, I would sit with my mom early in the morning, we wash together. But there I had to wash, and then time was part of it. At home, there's no time clock. Yeah. You can take your time, stop, wait, eat, come back and wash. But at school, in the mornings, there's time to it. There's some organization to it. So back then, I think SHS level is good that you go there. But like you're saying, so that period from primary to JHS, the parents have to input the fear of God or whatever they believe in. Instill whatever discipline they believe in into their kids, their values, their principles. You instill it in at that period before they go to secondary school, like you said. So they know that, okay, Nee is a good boy. He be level-headed. He craves more, but Nee is my friend. He has my back. So I influence you, he influences me. So we don't end up doing certain things. So they know that, Ella dear, share wagao, I can't. Because if I go and do those things and my Bruce says, she will beat me. So let me keep to my my normal self.
Now let me say this. So imagine this. Some parents can be very, very busy when it comes to some of the corporate jobs. So would you like a nanny to bring up your child because you're not home, and then the kids come home to the nannies?
Those things.
You come home. No.
Girl,
so
wait,
some people have. Most people have trust issues.
Let me ask you a question. Nee and Nella.
Yeah.
Ella, who are you working for? The money that you're making, who is it for?
It's for the kids.
The kids.
Okay. You and I know how crazy busy our schedules get. You have your own stuff going on. Apart from work, you have a podcast, you have other business you're doing. You like this. You've got 2 kids. You're running 2 other businesses and stuff. You have a home to take care of. You don't have time for your kids.
I have time for my kids.
And this will come as a surprise. I never had a nanny before.
Yeah.
With raising my kids. It's not easy. Let me be honest. I've had my mom and then my aunties and
help you.
They've been so great and so gracious. There's certain things. My mom, they're constant in my life and in the life of the kids.
Same here.
Pointing things out to you. Can you win the king? Don't let her do that. And auntie will call and say, nah, do this. And I've had some really great aunties around me to help bring them up. But still, they also have their lives. They are not always with them. You get me? So I've never had it. It's not been easy. And I know it's not easy. But for that part where you say, corporate world gets so busy that I don't have time for my kids.
People
Sweetheart, then your kids start behaving a particular way. You look at them, you don't understand.
People are doing it. And even with the market women, there are mothers, especially the single mothers,
it's not
handling
easy.
the kids on their own, and they have to go to, they call it betting.
You have to travel.
And
go and bring stuff.
You're supposed to
they
train
leave
your child.
their kids and they make sure the discipline is hard.
Yeah.
But then they leave the kid as early, like I told you.
The 7-year-old.
Yeah, she does everything by herself.
Uh-huh.
She does everything by herself. So an extent, get home more. When she prepares the rice, she leaves a part of it in case the mom comes back and then she's hungry.
But
she's made it such that the child, everybody cares about the child because we all know that the mom is not home all the time. So the moment she comes back from school, trust me, the child is so disciplined.
Yeah.
She's
So,
very disciplined.
At that age, there's a saying, before you come in, there's a saying that, from 0 to 10, the kids are like sponges.
Yeah.
So
you can mold them.
Yes. So within that age, that's where certain schools will make a child learn French, because they can pick the languages easy. They pick things. They don't do as you do. They don't do as you say. They do as you do. So if you don't want your kids to be doing something, you have to be like consciously remember not to do it. So from that age to now, you see you and your mother alone. Kids who grow up like that, their mind open differently. You see how things are, and I think sometimes our parents keep certain
now.
things.
When you see her, she looks.
So certain conversations have gone on. Some of our mothers will tell you, "Oh, my miniska or the menya, I'll give it to you."
Yeah.
So you see your mother's hard work. Everything is not concealed. Certain things you're privy to certain things, so you see what happens. So it affects you and it changes your mindset. There's some boys who say they are street smart. Charlie, they are street smart because they see the way their puppy, their mommy, they hustle. So back then they used to go and help their mothers with or they'll meet them halfway, bring their things home. Yeah. So they are different. Life changes you. If you're comfortable, that comfort goes with you a long way. But when the life be a little harder, you feel the hardness. So that little girl is used to it, and her mother lives a particular lifestyle, so she's living a particular lifestyle. And mind you, the child is not alone because those of you in the neighborhood knew, right? Yeah. So there were people keeping an eye on her. That's where it comes with. It takes a village to bring up a child. Yeah. And that's exactly, she's 12. I'm sure she can make soup right now.
She can soup.
So you see,
snail for you.
My mom used to travel, so we could have decided that we go potty for the house inside.
Yeah, but you can't.
You know what we did? Oh, we used to lazy about. That's all.
You sleep because that's the only time.
Play video games. So they're shouting,
not yelling at you. That's the only time.
But the thing was, whatever needed to be done was done, but at our own pace, without anybody screaming at us. And then we'll be lazy and sleep. Nobody shouting, watching Sekeba, do this. We'll be sleeping. We eat out. Then the day before she comes, we clean up thoroughly. Yeah. So she doesn't have to come and say there's dusty. No. But instead of having big parties at home like other people would do. Yeah, because my auntie's doing the house away in Chukas. So we won't do it. You understand me?
Now, whether you go to boarding or you don't go, my point still stands that when a child wants to go wayward, when a child wants to live a certain kind of life, that child will do it. Because even me that I didn't go to a boarding house, JHS, my mates were running, especially the boys, they were running to one game center around at Odoko. Yeah. That's how I was telling you to whisper.
Okay, so I'm sure you know the school.
So they were running to one game center until one lady in the neighborhood hinted the school that, no, I see your school kids in uniform around this area. So the teachers started raiding the game center. But yet still, when somebody dresses up for school, you pass, pick, then they gather, they go somewhere else that nobody will find. So when a kid wants to go wayward,
but still, we parents play a major role.
And kids can live two different lives.
Yeah.
Wait, let me come. It's the boys and girls. Wait, you can't live except to living with me. I mean your business. There's some things I can't say, but kids have emotions, and when you talk about it, my first thing is, Charlie, how was your day? The next question, what's the favorite part of your day? Which parts of your day wasn't so good? So those things that we started has become my own. Mommy, how was your day? Charlie, I don't say it was good, Charlie, today, dear, I'm stressed though. Yeah. No, Charlie, this and this and this happened. And then I did this, and then they go like, really? Girl, that kind of conversation. Then my son will tell me if he gets down from the school bus and he has a look on his face, I ask, so guy, what's good? Yesterday he was acting out. It's nothing. I said, it can't be nothing because you squeeze your face. You're beginning to look like a mushy, mashed up something. What happened? Then he told me what happened. And I said it. Then the conversation of encouragement came in.
Yeah.
So instead of yelling, go and put your backpack down, we had a whole conversation about, you have to believe in yourself, that kind of thing. People's thoughts and stuff don't really mirror on you. Before we realized, it was like around 5 o'clock because he wasn't ready. We had that conversation. So we deal with that first. So if you think that he did something, I know.
Nah, but not all mothers are like us. Haven't you had that friend that you say, me chance now, by now, baby, we all have that friend that sometimes we wish our parents are as cool as your parents.
I'm a cool mama though.
No, because of how you are, and I don't know the era in which we are in now, and how open-minded you are. But there are people that are still ignorant, and then they shut their kids out. Trust me.
So I picked the upbringing from my mom, and I picked the strictness. My mom, my dad wasn't strict.
My dad isn't strict. Me too. Same here. My dad is very lovely.
My dad is a cool dad.
Yeah.
My dad was a cool dad, the one that would listen to hip hop with me and
ask you
hang
which
out.
Boy asked you out.
My dad won't ask that.
No,
my mother.
But
my mother is cool too. There are times that we'll have conversations, but she has as a child, you're not supposed to cross the same boundaries, certain things. Yeah. So she's cool, but I took the strictness from her, and I took how I grew up and how I want my kids to grow up, and I mixed it. So the fact that I'm a cool mom doesn't mean I don't scream and yell. Ask my neighbors.
I'm always making noise.
And you hear me shout, hey! You hear me shout, but I know how I've learned from other people, looking at other friends and stuff like that who've had kids who are older, how to bring up, especially my son. Sometimes I try to know all about it. About boys, and she has her younger brother with her and stuff. So we share those ideas, and my son, sometimes I yell at him. I go like, yo, boy. And like, the gangster comes in. And I go like, boy. No, but
why you just announced?
No, like I go like, boy. Then he goes like, I'm sorry, mommy. Yeah. But then when he wants something, then he starts, hey, gangster. Hey. So he says, I'm boo, you're boo boo.
Oh, okay.
When he does that, I know he wants something, or he go do something. So no matter what they destroy or they break, we have a rule. If you lie to me, I will beat you black and blue. But if you tell me the truth, we'll fix it together. Yeah. So they've been shocked over the period when they say something that is very drastic that they've done so bad. Then I go like, okay, let's fix it. Then they ask, are you not screaming? I go like, because you told me the truth, so let's go fix it. But if you lie and I find out, my son lied over the summer break. No kelete. If he let nakbe, he broke my mom's watch, and when I asked him, the boy swore heaven and earth that it wasn't him. My mom was upset, so it kind of scared him a bit. Yeah. Instead of telling me the truth, he lied to me. Then later on, my mom came down, and then he told my mom the truth, and I was like, "Boy, you made me look stupid." He was like, "I'm so sorry, mommy. I was just scared." But you see, we still dealt with it in a nice way. I didn't have to scream it because it had passed before I saw him, but we still had the conversation about it. But if you lie to me, they'll tell you that it's the number one rule. If you lie to me, I'll do what? I'll beat you. But if you tell me that you will do what, we fix it. They know.
There are people that see their kids once a week.
Oh, I can't.
There are people that see their kids.
Do you know when I was growing up, I started being alone when I was in class 2.
Why?
Because of how my mom, like my parents were, like my mom was a nurse, so she used to, like a big nurse, so her shift was very
bad. Yeah.
So I only see her I don't even see her at all. If I'm going to school, that's the time I see her, because she'll leave
early,
very early.
She'll leave 4 in the afternoon, and she'll come back in the evening, like at dawn whilst I'm asleep. So I only see her when I'm going to school.
Even with that, she's asleep.
Yes.
But even with that, she'll put your food and everything.
Together. So I used to stay alone. So till now, if I'm alone, it scares. If you're close to me right now and I'm alone, it scares most of my friends, because they'll be like, "What's going through my head?" I'm like, From class 2 to now, like I've been the only child in the room for like.
Me too.
A very long time. So I'm used to something. So when I went to school, even if doing something bad in school, I always think about my mom first before I do
exactly
something.
So
but I end up doing. I still end up doing it.
There's some. No, but you see, that one you do it with taxes.
Yeah,
you understand.
But so the way you're kind of wayward is not like the
wayward,
rascals and the rowdy guys kind of wayward. You get me?
Yeah.
Let me bring. There's some messages here. Let me bring. It says now bonding and nurturing at the primary level. Is at the primary level. Instilling, enforcing, and guiding character traits is at the JHS level. I believe that at these stages, wards should be with their parents more than their mates. Good afternoon. This is Corby from Kingston. Okay. Hashtag Candid on HSFM. I never send them to boarding school. Day school is okay for me. Happy glorious birthday to Sergeant Stephen Edun Kruma from Francis Kelly, Mark inside prison barracks boss. So good afternoon, my beautiful people. Good afternoon to you, Francis. Always checking up on me. Thank you, darling. Let me go to X. See, I really appreciate. Okay, sure. This one is for. I can't really see this one. I'm losing there. My screen went off. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Nana Kwesi, aka Four Legs, he says the school environment is a part of the grooming process. Bigger responsibility and base lay with parents, teachers and others in secondary school. Allow your children to be children. If parents shift their basic responsibilities to teachers, they'll raise them their way. And it's true. It's our responsibility, their gifts. So we're supposed to, help them through this journey that they're on.
Their kids are not in the boarding school, but nannies are raising their kids.
Yeah, you see, we need to.
Sad.
You need to. The money that you are making, who is it for? Is it for you? At the end of the day, I say unya 3,000 crown at the end of the month.
Yeah,
but because you have
kids, you have to get like
those beautiful gifts called children, you have to work hard. But if you're making all the money, and then you can't instill certain principles that you have in yourself in them, then what are you doing? You understand me? So all the money in the world
needs to have our parents and then our aunties like me and you like this.
Yeah,
my mom is there, my mom is there,
my aunties are there,
yeah, my in-laws
and my cousins are there. Yeah,
sometimes goes, but then there are people that are far from home. Yeah, you don't have a relative to help you, even to get your sister or your brother come live with you is hard. Yeah. So then what do? And they feel to entrust their kids in the hands of a nanny. But it will be better to take them to a boarding house and then be free.
But my thing is, no matter what, you still have to, like, the 7 days in a week, you should be able to give at least one day to them. There are days that on a Saturday, I'm not. They
can go to the boarding house. They come on Fridays.
Then
you spend the
boarding house. They don't really. How are you going to do that?
There are schools it's just Monday to Friday. That's why I said we should know the school frame and how the boarding facility is operated before we make certain decisions, and then we pass certain statements. Because there are schools that pick from Monday to Friday, and then you come for your kid on Fridays.
But as we're wrapping up, before you make that decision, think carefully about it.
Exactly.
Just check your level of bonding with them, because like someone said, you lose them. And then you wonder that your kid is all grown and you know absolutely nothing about them, and you've lost out on that, because those beautiful gifts are our legacy. Thank you so much for joining us. I really enjoyed this conversation. Big shout out to you all for the messages that I couldn't read.